完全なる大筒木として覚醒しつつあるのだ。
強く共鳴する渦巻きボルトのカーマの影響か。
いずれ二人とも強力な大筒木となるだろう。巨大な真珠が育つぞ。この星の命すべてを食らい尽くすほどのな。
In the anime it was officially confirmed that Boruto and Kawaki should become Otsutsuki, and, according to Jigen, they are the doom of this world. Enjoy watching everyone. No sooner had we moved away from the meeting of Naruto and Sasuke against Jigen, as in the next episode we will see Team Number 7 and Kawaki against Boro in an attempt to save the 7th. Finally, in the anime we were shown that Kawaki and the younger Uzumaki are capable of harnessing Otsutsuki's power, and that because of karma, they themselves become one of them. Based on the information that is in the manga, and besides it was very obvious, if a vessel becomes the owner of karma, he receives all the abilities of the one who gave him the seal, but he can use them while the soul of Otsutsuki is alive. However, if somehow the consciousness of Otsutsuki is extracted, then the vessel will not be able to use karma, but at the same time he does not cease to be Otsutsuki and possess the power that he received thanks to karma. And as I expected, the power of this seal can be used even if Otsutsuki is not in you. All that is needed for this, most likely, is to create a key that will allow you to use the genes that the seal has implanted in your body, and the power of one of the greatest clans will belong to the vessel without fear of Otsutsuki being reborn into him. Therefore, there is a possibility that in the first episode of Boruto, when Kawaki fought with the named brother, neither he nor the younger Uzumaki were full-fledged Otsutsuki, and by this time, both one and the other got rid of the consciousness of the parasites that are sitting in them now. Therefore, most likely, they could use the power of karma with such ease. All this is prompted by the words of Jigen, where he said that these two will become the ideal Otsutsuki and they will be able to recreate a huge tree. It seems that everything that happened in the manga, Ishiki, being in Jigen, foresaw, since he was talking about Boruto and Kawaki being Otsutsuki and not about the fact that they are vessels thanks to which the reborn Momoshiki and Ishiki will become stronger. It was precisely about the fact that these two will become strong representatives of the Kaguya clan and they can grow the divine tree. A lot of interesting things are shown to us now in anime. The first is that Jigen's tentails is much smaller than the one we were shown in the Naruto anime. Therefore, the question arises, how are Jubis created, and can Boruto and Kawaki be able to create them? And the second interesting point is that Boruto and Kawaki themselves will become Otsutsuki and their power will allow them to recreate an excellent huge Tsukiyomi tree. Therefore, with each episode of the anime, the plot becomes more exciting and makes us ask more and more questions. Also, the authors are trying to expand on the events that were shown to us in the manga. Same moment with Kashin Koji. Boro did not appear in the original, but in the anime he contacted him and accused him of betrayal. However, Koji, in turn, gracefully walked away from all the answers and relied on the fact that he did as Jigen ordered him, and he played admirably with information that Boro didn't know, that the head of Kara was in the village. If he himself considered Koji a traitor, he would have destroyed him. To all this, Boro replied very interestingly that Kashin hides not only his face but also his motives. Again, there are hints that someone we know, who we don't expect to see, is hiding behind the mask, but for everyone I think it is already obvious who it might be. In addition, if you have not read the manga, then his true personality can both please and disappoint you. However, the authors bring us very well to the culmination when we find out who Kashin Koji is, and this extended moment, which was not in the manga, is very interesting in my opinion. Well, probably what touched me in this episode was Kawaki's behavior. We see that he blames himself for what happened to the 7th, but Shikamaru is being very careful, at the same time accusing Kawaki of betrayal and the fact that he is a spy for Jigen. However, Boruto, as a true friend, one might even say as a brother, tries to protect him in any way. This is very cool as for me, since their relationship has changed enormously. Boruto is glad that Kawaki is changing, and he is ready to protect him, and Kawaki, in turn, is ready to go to any lengths to be believed, so that he would be believed that he did not want to harm the 7th, since only he was kind to him. To which all this Sarada said that at one time she even dreamed that Naruto was her father, and here the authors refer us to the fact that the 7th once loved Sakura, and if everything turned out differently, then Sarada could have a different father, which, in my opinion, is a little stupid, since she is is Sarada only thanks to Sasuke's genes, and no one but him could be her father. But this is just a silly nagging from me. The very moment when she spoke about it, I really liked, since I immediately imagined what it would be like if Naruto were really with Sakura. But the authors immediately gave us the answer that Sarada, Sakura, and other villagers of the Leaf are Naruto's family, which also sends us back to the past on the 7th, since no one would have said that he was part of Konoha before, and Naruto himself, most of the time, considered the inhabitants to be fools who hated him, and now, the whole village respects him. For all people, he is a support, a protector, and children dream of being like him. They dream of him being their father. For me, this is a very cool moment that shows what Naruto has achieved through hard work, and this is great. Also, Konoha has one big problem. The only one who can find Hokage is Sasuke, and he, at the moment, is unconscious. Sakura barely normalized his condition, and judging from what Shikamaru said, Uchiha didn't reveal that he fought alongside Naruto against Jigen, which, to be honest, is weird since Sasuke was still conscious. However, this moment explained to us that after Sasuke escaped and Naruto was sealed, both Uchiha and 7th passed out, which caused Kawaki's hand to stop accepting his chakra. But now, Naruto, most likely has either come to his senses or even in an unconscious state, is trying to transfer chakra to Kawaki, thereby possibly informing that he is alive. Thanks to this, he senses where the elder Uzumaki's strength is coming from, and with the help of his karma and Boruto, opens a portal to the dimension in which the 7th is now. And judging by the trailer, and according to the information from the manga, Boro will be waiting for them there. What surprises me is Shikamaru's reaction, that the guys decided to save Naruto. He tries to stop them, as if he has never done this himself. I think all of us, who are watching Boruto now, have watched the Naruto anime at least a little, and I'm sure many people remember that Shikamaru and others, as well as the 7th team along with Kawaki, did not listen to adults and rushed to save someone. But Shikamaru has grown up now, and has forgotten that he himself has done this many times. Yes, I understand that he is worried that this may be a trap, that Kawaki can only steal Momoshiki's vessel, and at the same time Mitsuki, with the only descendant of the Uchiha clan. But anyway, in childhood, in people he understood somehow better than now, as we see him in Boruto. Also, I would like to talk about the promo for the next episode. Judging by the footage that was shown to us, a serious battle awaits us, since in the manga Sarada showed us the full Sharingan, and in the promo we saw not fully formed eyes. This means that it is in this battle that she will awaken her full Sharingan. What will most likely be required in order to see what kind of technique Boro will use. And this battle, most likely, will not be hated by many like the battle of Naruto and Sasuke against Jigen, since the authors will now try to reveal a new generation. In addition, it will be interesting how Boro and Orochimaru's connection will be revealed, since Kara must know that Mitsuki is, in fact, an artificially created person, and his cursed seal, which is on his heart, is most likely created based on the power of Otsutsuki. I am very much looking forward to the development of Mitsuki's story, and when it will be explained to us that Orochimaru created the cursed seal on the basis of karma, since the snake, back in the first season, was looking for exactly this rebirth technique that Otsutsuki use. So he must know how to transfer karma and how to deal with it, and I hope that Boro will somehow touch on the topic of all this, since in the manga we were hinted at this a little bit. Essentially, Orochimaru needs to know how to counter karma. After all, apparently, even Amato could not figure out how to transmit it, and the serpent showed us this seal even before the authors of Boruto created it. In addition, nothing was explained to us about this forbidden technique, where it came from, Hagoromo created it, or it was passed on from Kaguya, and the anime is trying to reveal all this. And, to be honest, I'm even waiting for the fillers that will tell us something new related to Orochimaru, Mitsuki, the past of Jigen, Amato, Code, Kashin Koji, but the authors decided to please us with an original plot from the manga. This is also very good, as it looks like we'll see a time skip soon, but in the meantime, I'm looking forward to the next episode. Hope you enjoyed episode 205 as much as I did. Good luck to everyone. Bye everyone.